am Sydney Rogers, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It is July 1st, 2020, and we are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I am joined by Jim Senacropi and recent South Seneca High School graduate and former FingerLakes1.com intern, Hannah Goldberg. Today's show is brought to you by Woody's Bar and Grill in Seneca Falls, and as we know, this year's 4th of July celebrations may not be like any other that you have done before, but you can come together and celebrate the holiday with friends and family, and Woody's Bar and Grill wants to help you with that. They have quarts of different fresh salads like macaroni salad, tomato salad, green bean salad, and more available. In addition, they're having Marshall whip up some fried chicken and barbecue ribs so you can stay out of the kitchen and enjoy time with your family. And of course, you don't want to forget the dessert. They have strawberry layer cakes that are delicious and can be decorated like a festive flag.
Like an American flag.
Yeah, they had a picture on our deal site. It had like the blueberries and the strawberries, and I'm sure that's a really delicious dessert. And you can call them at 315-220-8250, and you can pre-order for your 4th of July weekend celebrations. Which is this weekend already, because it is our first show in July. Welcome. We missed you.
Yeah, welcome back, Hannah. It's good to see you again.
We haven't seen Hannah in a few months.
February 3rd was her last day. That was also her birthday.
Yes, it was.
And that was also right before the world decided to go into complete shutdown chaos.
Was interned here, and as part of her internship, of course, she's a senior, or was a senior at South Seneca High School. She graduated this past weekend. She, as part of the internship, produced a podcast called The High School Experience, where we interviewed teachers and students from across Seneca County high schools, and to get a feel of just what the high school experience was like. And then after February 3rd, everything absolutely, or after her last day on February 3rd, within a month later, almost everything would change. And so,
crazy.
First of all, congratulations on graduating.
Thank you.
We could almost think about her podcast almost being like a history lesson for people moving forward. Like, this is what the high school experience was like, and now this is what it is like.
Completely different.
Maybe you had something going there, and you've been pretty busy, I know. Even though there hasn't been a lot going on, you've taken this time to pursue a different passion that you have.
Absolutely. So with everything going on with the COVID-19 virus and schools being, closed and having to do remote learning, I've had a lot more time to focus on music, which has been really nice because that's, what I'm planning to go into. And I have like a little bit of like a studio set up in my room where I can kind of produce my own songs that I've been writing. And so that's been a positive thing out of this whole thing, is that I've had more time to do what I love. So
that's a great way to look at it, too, because, everybody's focusing so much on the negative. And you actually are going to be releasing a brand new song.
Yes, I am. I'm releasing a new song. It'll be called Stars. July 24th, it'll be available. And I'm super excited about this one because this one, related to my high school experience, has some of the greatest memories connected to it for me. It really, means a lot to me. So I'm super excited about this release. And it kind of, it's something where it's like you're so excited about something and you just can't wait for other people to kind of hear that and feel the same way. So
we're going to preview the song at the very end of the show.
Yes, we're not going to play it all, though, because we don't want to spoil it. We wanted to have, we're like the exclusive pre-release party.
It's exclusive.
So how was the final months of your senior year due to the pandemic?
Honestly, it was kind of a surprise to everyone. Like, we all kind of saw it happening around us, and I just remember our school, like, students would be talking and they'd be like, well, what if our school closes? And I was like, I'll be honest, I was like, no way, we're not going to close. Like, that's not going to happen. We only have a few months left. And then it happened, and it was very sudden, and we all just kind of had to immediately adjust to it. And it was I think that for me it was more about being able to kind of just get through my senior year, finish out academically, and do well. But for a lot of people, it was, missing out on opportunities at the end of the year with sports and, musicals and all that stuff. And, as a senior, that means a lot because it's your last chance to really do that. And we missed out on prom. So it was kind of a big deal, kind of a letdown because we were all kind of hoping for it. But, it's, again, there's always like a silver lining with it, and like our school did some really great gestures for the senior class of 2020, and coming to our houses personally, stopping by, giving us gift bags and congratulations and all of this stuff. So it really it showed how our community can really come together through a time like this.
And that was the theme we've seen around these small towns, around here, that the schools really stepped up, which is great.
It is, yeah.
And it's nice that you look for a silver lining or a bright spot. I try to do that when things go bad, because it's never as bad as it seems, and when things are going great, it's never as good as it seems. So, for the class of 2020, you'll always be remembered. You're going to stand out. Like you have class of 2017, 2018, 2019, 2021, 2022. The 2020 is the one that everybody's going to remember 100 years from now.
Yeah.
But it is disappointing. As going your whole life and getting to the point where it's your final semester as a senior, that's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, you want to go to school at that point.
Even if you don't have any classes. I didn't barely have any classes my senior year, but I still wanted to go because I was like, I'm going to hang out with all my friends.
Big man on campus.
I'm the senior, all you freshmen. Right. No, I was never like that. But
so that was shocking at first, and then probably disappointing, and then it's just like, well, this is how it is. We're not going to go back to school.
Yep.
So what were specifically you mentioned they brought some gift bags. I think they set up some things in front of the school for the senior class as well.
So our school did like a kind of a tribute to all of the seniors by putting up pictures of all of us, like all of our senior pictures in the front lawn. They had like a school bus decorated. And so it was just kind of like a display for everyone, and it was really sweet, and it was it was awesome to kind of drive by and see that. And then specifically for our class, like our advisors put together stuff for us and dropped them off at our doorsteps, and we got pictures. And then for if you were involved in music programs, which I'm in the music programs at our school, so they came over and dropped some stuff off for us as well. Just little mementos, stuff that we can remember and take with us from this time. And so it was just really sweet. And they gave us senior class of 2020 signs to put in front of our house so that people know that there's a class of 2020 student there. And so it was really sweet. And I think that those were the moments that made this a little bit better, because it just kind of showed that it's still a special time for our class, and we're still graduating. And
and then so that leads up to the actual graduation ceremony, which you probably weren't really sure what was going to happen until a few weeks before, maybe?
Yeah, so they scheduled it, and I was very uncertain about how it was going to work. And I think that it was also kind of they were going off of what legally what they could do.
Right.
And being a small school, I think we were able to do a little bit more than what other schools around us can do. So we were able to put together a ceremony, and I was unsure about it at first. I didn't know how well it was going to go, but it actually turned out to be a pretty wonderful experience. I mean, it ended up raining on our ceremony.
Oh, no.
But it was fun. Everyone was laughing. It was just a great time. And specifically, it was, they had us all lined up on the field, and it, spread apart, and then they had our families could park right behind us, so they were able to watch, and it was everyone was just right there, so I could be there getting my diploma with my family right behind me. So it was
cool.
They could see that happening, and just the layout of it was actually pretty successful. And we still got great pictures. They had a photographer come in, so it was still really nice.
Yeah, that's different. I haven't heard that one.
Everyone's done it a little different.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them were live streamed. I know that there's a video of yours available, maybe on Facebook.
Yeah, I think they live streamed ours as well, but yeah, the replay is still available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, again, it's unique. This class will always be unique.
Absolutely.
And remembered.
Yeah.
And so now it's time for the class of 2020. There's a lot of them are going to college in fall. You're going to Oneonta.
Yeah.
And so what's that? What's the status of that? Normally you'd have an orientation date set, and you'd probably, and all that stuff, and it would be 100%. You're going to be packing up, living in a dorm room or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But is there uncertainty there at this point?
There's a lot of uncertainty because they've kind of gone through with being able to connect with people that are going to college and find roommates and all of that, and just kind of plan it as normal. But they also made a statement we don't know what opening up is going to look like. So they still have to submit their plans, and I don't know if they've already done that already, probably, but so that once those are up for review, then if that's okay, then we'll come in, or we will do remote learning. So we don't really know what's going to happen, but I'm eager to find out, and I'm hoping that sooner rather than later we will.
Right.
Because I'm very excited, by the way, to go there. The program is amazing, and I'm just excited to be a part of it. So.
And we'd like to do it, 100%.
Exactly. I would definitely prefer to be on campus. Yeah.
What are you studying when you go there?
Music industry.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a major for music industry, which is great.
Is the music history, or is history separate from music? So is
industry. So it's kind of like the business side of music, but they also incorporate production and performance, and so it's everything kind of combined into one. And then students that go into that major all kind of take different paths.
So what would your ideal path be if you could choose right now?
Right now, I guess I think I have the mindset of producing. I'm really interested to learn more about that. But that's not to say that I am still learning and figuring out the other routes. So I think for me, it's really important that I kind of go in with an open mind and figure out if that's really what I want to go into, because I have a lot of ideas.
At least you have an idea of what you want, and you have a good program that you can branch off if you're I see them doing this side of it, and I want to pursue that. So definitely being on campus would definitely help that.
Funny too how much has changed, because the song you recorded is a studio quality recording that you did in your room.
In your bedroom.
I was in a band that we produced a couple of CDs in the 1990s.
Whew,
that's cool.
Long time ago.
For us to make these CDs, the first one we went into a studio for a whole weekend and recorded it live on these big tapes. You know what I mean? And there's only so much, editing that we could do at that point without it getting too expensive. And then the second album we made, we had more money, and we knew the guy who was opening the studio in Binghamton, and so we spent probably 2 months on that one. But again, it was still the stuff that we did then, when we had to spend all this money and go to a specific studio to produce it. We could do it right now in the place we used to practice.
Yeah,
probably make
garage.
It almost as good as it was in the studio. So that's great, and I think anytime you can break down barriers in the creative process to so you could work on this yourself in quarantine at home, it
is ideal right now. And did you have a specific influence or someone that got you into it, or was it just your own thoughts and passions, and you're I'm going to try and record a song today?
I think the recording process was something that I was always interested in, but it took, I have a neighbor that actually has a full out studio. He has a room that's a studio. It's not just a little setup. And he was really into it, and he's not he was very generous and had me come in, and I just did some fun stuff. I just recorded stuff, and it wasn't I was serious about releasing it, but I just wanted to get a feel for it, and I really loved it. And from there he kind of guided me and my parents as well. They helped me set it up, obviously, but to kind of get the right equipment to start my own little studio in my room.
That's awesome.
In my room, yeah. Sorry. And it was cool because he kind of showed me a lot of techniques, and then from there I just kind of watched a lot of videos and kind of built off of that. Yeah, YouTube is really great.
It is amazing, the stuff that you can teach yourself by watching other people who already are doing it on YouTube mostly. Some are straight tutorials, but some are just people showing what they're doing, and you can watch. So
that's exciting.
There's something out there for everybody.
Yeah, definitely
whether it's
is.
Cooking or I've been spending a lot of time on my lawn. Always have, but I've been trying to take it up another level this year. And
fancy.
So I started following a couple guys on YouTube, and just watching.
That's the stereotypical dad right there. You're pulling the 100% dad who loves his lawn. To follow people on YouTube, that does take it to another level. So I'm gonna have to drive by and see how well that they're teaching you. But so you have a song out already, but this is the one that you're most excited about. You talked about, right?
So this one, I did release a song already, but this one, I think, even since that release, I've learned so much, just as we were talking about watching stuff, and I'm just super excited to release this. It has a great story attached. It's something that I wrote 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And so this year I've, taken the time that I have, at home to kind of produce it and work on it a little bit more. It was actually written for a friend. And so the title is Stars, but it's like in parentheses Hannah's song, which is not me. It's like one of my friends whose name was Hannah.
Okay.
And so during that time, she was like going through, like, she had like a neck injury, and I say injury for lack of a better word. It was really just a problem with her neck, and it seemed sudden to me, like it was kind of just like a random thing. And it was, at that time, it was actually her senior year, and so she ended up having to go through like a really big surgery, and it was just a scary time for her and her family, and she was kind of laid up her senior year as well. So she was the whole community kind of came in and did things for her, and her friends were really supportive. And so for me, I just decided to write this song, and to kind of bring in like happiness and hopefulness through the time for her and her family. And so it was just really great because I was able to get a bunch of our friends together to kind of perform that song for her in her living room when she got back from her surgery, and it was a surprise performance. So like that story to me just means so much, and so that's why I'm just so excited about this release. So.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Like to even know the story behind it is like that much more personal.
Yeah.
And, that's exciting. I can't wait for everybody to hear it.
Yeah, we've heard it.
Yeah, I told her I haven't listened to all of it yet, and so I was going to listen to it when we got done with the show because we have the secret link that nobody else has yet. But we're going to pause for a minute, and we're going to go into some photos, and we're going to have you pick what your favorite photo is. Maybe there's one that can relate somehow to her song. You never know.
Oh, yeah.
And then at the end, we're going to play a little sneak peek of the song. So let's move into photos. We're going to start with a Deep Run Park and Beach was quiet on this summery night last week, and this
Deep
photo
Run
was
Park,
by...
where's that?
I have no clue. This photo was by Josh Durso. That is a really good photo.
That is
Look
beautiful.
at that. Our news director coming in hot.
Oh, Josh took that one?
Yeah. I'm guessing it's got to be somewhere up close to where he lives, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Possible.
Who knows?
He gets around.
Steve Eichhorn captured this little guy last week. Uh-oh, sounds like an animal. Whoa.
Wow.
Dragonfly.
That is an amazing photo.
That is good. Look how he's caressing that flower.
Yeah, what is he?
bud.
That's
What do you think
amazing.
he's going to do? Because it's not like he is like a bee that's getting pollen or something.
I don't know what dragonflies do with flowers, but he's...
Well, maybe he's just holding on.
Maybe he's
Six
just posing
legs
for the
there.
picture.
Yeah, he's
Just be
appreciating the
posing.
flowers. This photo was captured by Delilah Nolan along Lake Ontario
Oh my
in the
goodness.
town of Ontario. Wow. Is she on a boat, does it look like?
She is on a boat.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that photo so much.
That is a good one.
Beautiful view along Keuka Lake by Al Teresi. Troisi? Oh my
Oh,
goodness. The vividness of these photos.
The colors.
I
of
feel
that
like
one.
I've been there before. That's got to be a
Is that a winery,
That
or-
is, jeez, I can't remember the name of this one.
Let me see where this was, along Keuka Lake.
Yeah, I've been there.
It's beautiful.
It is,
I
yeah.
can't believe I can't remember the name.
The
Oh, well.
Baltimore Oriole does a balancing act in Phelps on Saturday. This photo was sent to us by
wow,
Shelly
look at
Lannon. I think I saw this
That's
actually
adorable.
on Facebook. I know.
You don't see a lot of Baltimore Orioles around here
Also balancing and really, maybe he's stretching.
doing yoga.
Yeah, that's so
Pole
cute.
yoga.
And last but not least, a fun day on Keuka Lake. This photo by Mary Heidemann.
Summertime. People are out. Beaches are open.
They look pretty socially distant too. Besides those two little kids in the corner,
Well,
maybe.
they might
but
live together. You know?
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's a really pretty picture too.
It is.
The sky in general lately has been so pretty
Yeah.
to me. I just catch myself like, oh my God, look at the sky, look at the stars, look at those clouds. Okay, this is going to be a hard
Yeah.
one.
This
Start
is
with
a tough
Hannah.
decision.
We're
Yeah.
starting with Hannah because
I know. I was thinking this whole time. I was like, okay, I like that one. Wait, I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one. So now it's
Good
just
batch. There was three that really stood out to me.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
I'm
same.
gonna have to go with the bird. I love the
The
balancing
Baltimore
act.
Oriole?
Yep.
Okay.
I
Oh,
love
okay.
it. Yep.
And you're gonna be okay. I really love the dragonfly, but I also
Yeah.
really love that lake
Ontario
shot.
sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sorry, Jim. I'm going to have to go with the dragonfly on this one. It was very unique, and I just want to know what he's doing. Makes me more interested in learning about dragonflies.
They were all good this week as
These
usual.
three,
but
yeah.
the Oriole, the Dragonfly, and the Sunset on Lake Ontario were really good. And so I'm going to go with Hannah and go with the Baltimore Oriole. Who took that one?
That was Shelley Lannon.
Picture of photo of the week, Shelley. There you go.
Woo! It is really awesome shot. I love when they catch them like in the act. Any animal.
If he was just sitting, or she, I don't know what color the male or female Oriole is, but if they were just sitting with their legs normally, I probably would not have won the picture of the week.
It's just a unique pose.
I know. Like, it doesn't even look that comfortable, but I guess he doesn't mind it. So congratulations, Shelley, on your photo of the week. And everybody had great photos this week. If you'd like to share your local photos from across the Finger Lakes, you can click on the link in the Submit Content section at the top right of our homepage at fingerlakes1.com. Let us know what our weekend's going to be like weather-wise for this holiday weekend.
A lot of people are off Friday this week. Friday the 3rd. The 4th is on Saturday. And it's a holiday weekend. It's a little different than most years, although we're starting to get somewhat normal around here. This is going to be a test weekend, I think.
I think so. I'm kind of nervous a little bit for how much people might go a little crazy and like have parties over 50 people.
No major fireworks displays like usual.
Which means what? There's going to be a lot of homemade fireworks, which is also scary.
But as far as the weather goes, I mean, it is a picture-perfect ideal July 4th weekend.
Yes.
Friday, there's just a tiny chance of a shower in the afternoon, but otherwise mostly sunny with a high near 87. And then Friday night, going to be partly cloudy with a low around 65. Very pleasant night to be out by a fire. And then July 4th, mostly sunny, high near 87. I mean, that's summertime, July 4th weather. It's perfect.
Love it.
Staying clear overnight with a low around 65. And then Sunday, heating up a little bit. Should hit 90 degrees, mostly sunny and hot on your Sunday. And then heading back to work Monday, temperature still up in the 90s with a chance of showers or thunderstorms as happens when it gets hot. So, I mean, that is summertime weather for 4th of July.
That's
and everybody
exciting.
Should be pleased, for whatever your plans are, which I don't know. What are your plans? 4th of July
Do you have any specific plans?
I'm planning to visit my grandmother on Friday, not Saturday, but for the actual 4th of July date, I don't think I have any set plans yet. I think we like to enjoy the outdoors and have like a barbecue. And So that's nice weather for it, so may as well.
Right. I think I'm going to go camping, to a campground on Friday to see some of our friends. Everybody goes camping, and then Saturday we have our 4th of July party. We usually have it at my mom's, but we switched up locations because we need to still practice social distancing.
Oh, sure.
So there won't be as many people as usual, and then I can see myself laying out all Sunday by the pool for sure.
Yeah, I think Friday night we have a graduation party to go to.
Oh, yeah, those are still going on.
A good friend of ours. We have like 6 or 7 of them to go to in the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah, because everything got pushed back, I bet.
And this is a generation of graduates. This is the past few years, but this year specifically, lots of my friends have kids who have graduated.
Yeah, I forgot that's
that
like
we've
a
known
thing,
since they were, babies.
So you have to go.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about it. It's gonna be a little expensive by the time it's all over.
Right.
But yeah, these graduation parties will be fun. But there's just a lot of them. And then Saturday, there is a big 4th of July party we got invited to that I don't know if we're going to or not. I think we might be. I'm playing golf early in the morning, and then Sunday I'm playing golf early in the morning, and should be a good one.
Yeah, so we won't be able to go watch any fireworks, but I'm sure if you just look around, you'll see some fireworks being blown off, hopefully all up straight and none coming at the crowd or anything like you see those videos all the time. And are you having a graduation party, or are you just doing something?
Just, family and friends individually,
Well, that's good. It's so different now, and maybe parents will like it. It'll save some money on throwing one of those big bashers, big graduation parties. But so now, we have a few minutes left actually still, but I wanted to play a little bit of Hannah's song.
Yeah, we'll play it on the way out. But before, congratulations!
I know.
You're gonna be, I knew that from your time here that you'll be successful whatever you want to do. Like, you really are a great person, great work ethic, creative.
Yes.
The thing that stands out the most though is in the songs that, you're recording these songs is another example of it. Doing the podcast is that you don't have the inhibitions to try something maybe that would be a little outside your comfort zone at first. You know what I mean? You're just willing to dive in and do it. And there's so many opportunities in this world that if you have that attitude, and then you just are willing to, work hard 100%, you're gonna do great. I can't wait to see.
It's exciting to see you doing this, though, because like he said, we had such a great relationship. She was just so personable, so perfect, and didn't have any problems. I was like, that's what I like. Someone who's just so easy to talk to, no issues, and so I think
a low maintenance intern.
Yes, in a good. That's in a good
Some
way.
interns are high maintenance.
Yeah, well, I hope that was never said about me, but she's.
Yeah, we can officially induct her into the Intern Hall of Fame along with Ben Lynn.
Yes.
A guy named Mark Brigham, who you don't remember,
Nope.
was before your time, but he definitely is in the Intern Hall of Fame.
Gabe, for sure.
Gabe Petrosario, he might be a first ballot inductee into the Intern Hall of Fame here at Finger Lakes 1. So
we might be able to throw Jake in soon. He's still an intern, though.
Well, we'll see. Jury's still out. It's Hall of Fame, But I don't want to offend any of the other interns that we've had over the years, but that maybe
Hannah's
did not
definitely
get
made
inducted
it.
into the Hall
First
of Fame.
female inducted into the Finger Lakes 1
Yay.
Hall of Fame intern. But that's pretty much all I had today.
Let's play Hannah's song.
Let's play Hannah's song, a little bit of Hannah's song, and
I'd like you to come back maybe in the fall come back on the show and give us an update on how that
Absolutely,
whole thing.
I would love to. Yeah, that'd be great.
And just put a plug real quick before you do it, when you are releasing it, how people can listen to it.
Yes, July 24th, it'll be out on all platforms. You can listen to it on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, all of them. It'll be on YouTube. The sound will be on TikTok, so make some videos.
Yeah.
And then there's a pre-save link in my bio for my social media as well, so that will be added to your library if you click it as soon as it's released. So
that's exciting. What's your social media at?
So Hannah _G_music for Instagram. That's probably the best one. I also have a Facebook page, so that's Hannah G Music. And Twitter as well, so it'll be the same thing. And I might be able to give you those. I can give you a link. I have like one of those links that maybe you can plug in.
We can add to the show post.
Yeah.
So that you can just
exciting.
click on that. It'll have all the links available, and it'd be great.
Well, congratulations. I'm so excited for you. July 24th.
Congrats to you and the whole class of 2020 at South Seneca.
Thank
Yes,
you so much.
and I guess I have to take us out before we play the song. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you enjoyed the show, you can click like, you can share with your friends, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back, of course, next week. And until then, enjoy a 4th of July weekend here in the Finger Lakes.